Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today we're going to be reviewing the I Like Your Face highlighter palette from Colourpop. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts, then just keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so I did purchase this palette on the Colourpop website and it retails for $18. Now everybody is saying that this palette is going to be a dupe for the Anastasia and Nicole Guerriero highlighting palette. So let's go ahead and see if that's true. So this is the packaging of the palette. It says I Like Your Face and Colourpop. And on the back it does have all of the shades listed. So you do get 6 shades, and this is what the palette looks like when it is open. It is gorgeous, and I can see how people are saying that it does look very similar to the Nicole Guerriero and Anastasia palette. The colors look very, very similar. So let me go ahead and put them side by side for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this bottom one right here is the Anastasia one, and then this top one is the Colourpop one. So yes, they do have a lot of shades that are very similar, like the oranges, the whites, the pinks, the champagne colors. So we'll see. In case you guys did not get a chance to get the Anastasia one, you can try to get the Colourpop one. Alrighty guys, so I did do some swatches from both palettes to kind of compare and see if they are similar. So the first shade I'm going to do is the white shade. In the Anastasia it is called Forever Lit, and in the Colourpop one it is called Extra. So the top shade is from Anastasia and it has more of like a purple reflex to it. And the bottom one is from the Colourpop one, and I think it has more of like a gold undertone to it. So next up we're going to do the oranges in the palettes. So the top one is from the Anastasia palette. This one is called Daydream. And the bottom one is from the Colourpop palette and it is called Bottomless. Now you guys can see this one right here, the bottom one from Colourpop is a little bit more orange versus this one is a little bit lighter. Now I did have to build up the Colourpop one, and the Anastasia one went on effortlessly just with one swipe. This one is about like 2 or 3 swipes to kind of build up that color. So next up we're gonna do the pinks. So the top one is from Anastasia. This one is called Kitty Cat. And the bottom one is from Colourpop, and that one is called Full Services. Now this one on the bottom is a little bit darker, and it is more of like, to me I think it's more like a blush, versus the top one does have more of like a highlight to it. So I think I might use this one as either a blush topper or a blush. And of course this one is definitely a highlight. It's more of like a pinky undertone. So they're not the same. So next up we're gonna do like the baby pinks. So this top shade right here is called Forever Young, and the bottom one is from Colourpop, and that one is in the shade Upgrade. Now Upgrade does have a little bit more purple to it, but these shades are very similar. I think this could probably be a good dupe for both palettes. So next we're going to go into the more champagne shades. So here we go. So the top one is the Anastasia and Nicole Guerriero palette. That one is called Glow Better, and the bottom one is the Colourpop, and that one is called Bigger and Better. Now these are very similar. Of course the Anastasia one does have a little bit more of like a hint to it, I think, because the Colourpop one isn't as crazy as the Anastasia one, but they can probably have as dupes. And the last shade in the palette is this one right here. So I do want to try a Colourpop on one side and an Anastasia on the other, just to see how they look on versus doing swatches. So I'm going to go ahead and do the pinky undertones. It'll be this one right here and this one right here. So I'm going to do Colourpop on this side and Anastasia on this side. Anastasia, and then this one is the Colourpop. Now these were very similar as far as like the swatches go, and even worn on the face you can't really tell which one is which is pretty awesome. Alrighty guys, so my overall thoughts on this palette is it is somewhat decent. I personally love their Super Shock cheeks. They are their more jelly moussey type of formula. They have them in these like little pots. Let me see if I can get one really quick. So their Super Shock cheek highlighters come in a little container like this. They have to be sealed tight because they have like that moussey formula. And this is what they look like in the pan. They are really pretty and very, very like one swipe and you're good to go. They are absolutely my favorite. So having to use this pressed palette, I feel like you do have to use a little bit more work into it. You do have to apply a few more swatches or a few more coats to make it look more popped, because since they are pressed, they're not going to be as highly pigmented versus the Super Shock cheek highlighters. So it is a good palette, and there are some possible dupes for this palette from like the Anastasia Nicole Guerriero palette like I showed you a while ago, but not all of them are possible dupes, but they are very similar. So in my opinion, I would probably still buy this palette because it's $18 versus $40 for the Anastasia Nicole Guerriero kit, and plus that one is no longer available. I know they did have 3 launches. I believe it just pops, I think it did like another restock a few days ago, or like yesterday, maybe even today. I could be wrong. I think it's today, which is the July 13th. So check online and see if you're still able to order this palette, because in my opinion, I think for $18 it's definitely a pretty good palette. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks, bye.